Good evening, Saints. This is Anthony Gadson of AF Gadson Ministries and Senior Pastor of the St. Peter Baptist Church, 7110 Bay Street, Elko, South Carolina. And this is Pastor Gadson's Nightcap for January the 21st, 2016. We also want to let you know, for those, because I have a lot of people saying they don't have Facebook, you can also find these videos on YouTube. You can type in my name, Anthony F. Gadson, or you can go to IAMBLDS, IAMBLDS. The easiest way is probably just type in my name, Anthony F. Gadson, and then when you see IAMBLDS, if you click on it, I believe it will pull up all the videos that are available. Our brief talk for tonight. I was conversing with someone today, and I noticed I kept saying life happens. I would bring up a certain issue, or they would bring up a certain issue, and several times my response was, sometimes life just happens. Life happens. And so I thought that would be a good thing to talk about tonight, and it's just that life happens. Things happen. Unexpected things happen. Unpredictable things sometimes and often happens. And sometimes even when they are predictable, they are still unavoidable. In other words, things that are out of our control often happen. And if you don't mind me asking tonight, and you can just raise your hand, hey, you at home, nobody's going to see you, it's just us talking. Have you ever been or felt that you were the victim of life? What do you mean? What do you mean, Pastor, the victim of life? I mean, nobody was after you. No one was trying to do you in. You just got caught up in life. Am I talking to anybody? There was no grand conspiracy against you. You just got caught up in life. And let me tell you, you can I don't care what you can take it from the womb. You can be conceived in what you think is the perfect way, be delivered by the best doctor in the best hospital, go home into a loving home and grow up with what you think are the perfect parents, go to the right daycare, the right schools, get the right grades, graduate at the top of your class, get into the right college or Ivy League school, get the right degree, what you think at the time is the right salary, and in the end find that you're still not happy. Because somewhere along the line, life happened. And that's if all those things line up the way you want them to. But so often, that's not how it is. So you could get into the right school and then you could flunk out. So you could fall anywhere along the way. But even if everything lines up the way you like, you can still find that ultimately you're not as happy as you thought you would be. And you find yourself looking back on your life, looking back in retrospect and saying, you know what, this wasn't the way I planned it. This was not, am I talking to anybody? This was not, matter of fact, this thing is welling up in me now. St. Peter, we're going to have to finish it. And I know somebody's going to think this was planned, but we're going to have to finish this on Sunday morning. I know it's Youth Sunday, but we're going to have to talk about life happening, because I think a lot of us are there. You find yourself saying, this wasn't the way I planned it. But how many of you know it's not your will, but His will that must be done? Listen, you're not the one that knows the end from the beginning. But God knows. He says in Jeremiah 29:11, I know. You don't know. Look, we don't know our own minds sometimes, much less the mind of God. He says, I know. I know the thoughts I have for you, the plans I have for you, the thoughts of peace and not evil, the thoughts of good and not disaster, the plans of peace, the plans to prosper you, the plan for an expected end. I know the plans. You don't know the situation, but I come to tell you God knows. And if I can leave you with this tonight, rest easy. I wish I had time to really deal with this, but rest easy tonight. God may have to chastise us sometime, but he still loves us. And if we are his, we can rest easy knowing that all things are going to work together for our good. God bless you. And we look to see you soon at the St. Pete. Good evening.